Hey, there's another person. There's another person that remembers that guest watches were miraculously like a dream come true. So somebody is remembering that when the guest company had good morals and they were doing really good with God, those guest watches, the guest watches were like weirdly, magically perfect and like never broke, never wore down. And all of a sudden they had a guest watch and it wore down or broke or wasn't that magical anymore out of nowhere. Man, the power of God is a powerful thing, huh? Like, you're so invincible with the power of God. And then without the power of God, you're just, boom, falling right out of the sky. It's a good time to think or say, my queen, my queen, my queen. Maybe give up some offerings of love for poor Jesus. Because just think about it. I had to start from zero with no power, no authority, nothing. Win against all things to have my crown, my powers, and my authority back. Poor Jesus got to be amazing and precious. And then they killed him. Because if he didn't die, it didn't create an opening to get people out. So he had to make a big choice to go to heaven and sorry but screw you, or die just to make that door because humanity was so gross. And poor Jesus had power, had everything, and had to give it all up to die like a human. Or he had to give up all his power and authority, be treated like a nothing, degraded human. Think of the pain and suffering on that. And then it would easily make you feel kind of bad for the guest company. What about the guest company? Walking around like they're God's biggest giant. Weird jeans that magically fit people like a dream. Amazing watches that never go wrong. And then all of a sudden, that high and mighty guest owner has to walk around the earth being known as the man who owned guest dream world things from God. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, had a bunch of stupid products people would buy or not buy just because they weren't. Painful stuff, the power of God. That's why I keep telling you guys, who knows which country is going to produce money for a day? Who knows who's going to sign up to have these kind of companies? It's a lot of responsibility. You got to stay good enough people. Your company has to have a certain amount of just good, appropriate people within the company. You have to keep a certain moral percentage to morally be paying for the right to have this power of God in your company. And so it's a lot of stuff. And to fall out of the sky like that, because it's true. Around the world, they're remembering a billion things about the guest company that was out of dreams, and then all of a sudden, it was all gone. Whoa.